From retro to next gen, we've got it all. I'm George, a Gen X grown-up, and this is Bit by Bit. All right, here's an exciting bit from your friends here at GenXGrownUp.com. Atari has teamed up with Bandai Namco, as you can see in this beautifully illustrated image, to create a new Atari 2600 Plus console themed around Pac-Man. So they're going to be debuting this at San Diego Comic-Con, which I think is next week, if I'm not mistaken. I've got a lot of images here in the press release article that I put up on our website, but I'm just going to run real quickly through some highlights for you. So, of course, first is the Atari 2600 Plus Pac-Man edition that's coming out. It's going to be available for $179. Pre-orders are available right now. There's a link down at the bottom of this article that'll take you straight to the page. There's also the Pac-Man Double Feature 2-in-1 cartridge, which has got the Pac-Man 7800, the Pac-Man 2600. Very cool cartridge. The CX40 Plus joysticks, there's a little image of one right there. They're going to come in the 5 different colors: yellow, red, blue, pink, and orange for the different ghosts. We've also got the High Score Collection, which are those 4 cartridges right up here. Xevious, Pac-Man, Galaga, and Dig Dug are all going to be released as their own individual cartridges as part of this. That's going to come out, and I think, that's going to be $140 for the set, or you can buy individual cartridges for $35. Then there is the exclusive gold edition of the Pac-Man Double Feature 2-in-1 cartridge that will only be sold at San Diego Comic-Con. So if you happen to be in that area, grab one for yourself and grab 3 of them for Gen X Grown Up while you're at it. We'll make sure we get you back on that. No, I'm just kidding. They're $99 each. They're going to come with some extra stuff in them, so that's really cool. Got a couple of quotes, both from Atari and Bandai Namco, which is really cool. Here's another image. Look at that double feature cartridge, and I've got some links down here at the bottom so that you can go check it out. But the most important link is this one right here. This is a link to John's video discussing the news as we first found out yesterday directly from Atari. They sent us all the materials. John got together a quick video. It's doing gangbusters on the YouTube channel. Make sure you click this right here and go watch it. You can get to this article from the link down in the description below of this bit by bit video. And man, things are going to look great come October 31st. We're going to get this awesome Atari 2600 Plus all around the Pac-Man franchise. Okay, here's a hopeful little bit from notebookcheck.net. The Stop Killing Games movement has hit another milestone in its mission to try and force game manufacturers to allow games to stay playable even after the platforms or the game developers have gone the way of the dodo. So this kind of is akin to like when we were kids, we would buy a cartridge and a 2600, and as long as the 2600 worked and, didn't burn a fuse or whatever, and the cartridge worked, we didn't destroy it or something, you could play that game forever. People are still playing those cartridges today. But if you're playing your favorite online game these days, or even something as new as the Switch 2, you don't even own the damn game anymore. And that's what the Stop Killing Games movement is all about. They just surpassed the 1 million signature mark that they needed in order for the EU Citizens Initiative petition to be considered by the EU Parliament. What's also nice is somebody who's very high up in that, a vice president of the, with the EU Parliament Vice President, Greens and EFA Group, MEP for Romania. That's a lot for me to remember. Sorry about that. Nikolai I'm not even going to try. Nikolai S. I stand with the people who started this citizens initiative. I signed and will continue to help them. A game once sold belongs to the customer, not the company. Ladies and gentlemen, there's a lot more in this article to read. There's a cool little Twitter post that you can take a look at and a video. I highly suggest you do both. I'll leave the description to this article down below, but this is a really good thing for all of the gamers, regardless of your generation. All right, here's a new hardware bit from TechRadar.com. The 8BitDo Pro 3 looks to be the next big retro gaming controller to hit the market, and it's looking pretty good from what I can see in this article. Price is nominal, $70 US, 60 pounds. You can pre-order it on Amazon, as you can see right here. Looks like it's going to be shipping on August 12th. In the US, UK folks will have to wait a little bit longer. Ooh, October 10th. My goodness. We get 3 colors in this. The SNES inspired G Classic, a gray, and an eye-catching purple. Is that the purple variant? Let's see if they've got... Yeah, that must be the purple one. So there's the 3 colors. You can look here. This is over on X, so you can go check out this and look at the pictures in a little bit more detail. But yeah, it's a Bluetooth gamepad. It's going to be compatible with Switch, Switch 2. Who else? I thought I saw more than one. Let's go a little bit and just talk about some of the stuff. So it's going to have Hall effect triggers, trigger locks, and thumbsticks. Or Hall effect-like TMR thumbsticks, I guess. But this person, they like the swappable magnetic face buttons. So optional joystick modules. It's also got some programmable buttons in this. This thing looks like it's going to be really good for a lot of us out there. What else in there? Yeah, it's also compatible with the PC, Mac, SteamOS, Android devices. So it's got a lot of compatibility out there for a Bluetooth controller, which you would expect, especially at this price range, and from 8-Bit Dough. I mean, they just make some awesome stuff. So yeah, I might be pre-ordering this myself, or maybe I should reach out to that company and see if they'll send one over to Gen X Grown Up and let us take a look. Okay, well, here's an oh shit bit for all of the YouTubers out there like Gen X Grown Up who like to review some of these handheld gaming devices. There's a YouTuber over in Italy who might have to go to jail for reviewing some of these handheld devices. So the YouTuber in question is Once We're Nerd, and it's the Italian government who has brought this case against him. Man, this is just really scary. So let me just cut down to the chase. So he's been doing a lot of reviews of Anbernic devices. Now, these are the little handheld devices. I've talked about them here on Bit by Bit multiple times. We just haven't been able to get in contact with the company to have them send us any. So maybe that's a good thing in this case. But in Italy, I guess there's some very strict laws on the books since 1941, according to this article. And they have the possibility of shutting this guy down. It looks like it's all around copyrighted material from Nintendo and Sony, but it does say that the agency itself could have been the ones who made the complaint. They came in on April. They returned him some stuff like his phone and whatnot on June 15th of this year. There's right down here is the possible penalty. So he could face a 15,000 euro fine and up to 3 years of jail time. John, Mo, and myself love doing this, but if I got to go to jail over a handheld slide device, I'm shutting this down. But hopefully it won't come to that. Hopefully this will get worked out in everyone's favors, because, boy, this is kind of scary. That's going to do it for the news making headlines in the gaming world right now. I am George, and if you want to see more, hit that subscribe button, and I'll keep on bringing you the news bit by bit.